Good morning, everyone, and welcome to What's Your Story, where we interview various professionals about the journey they took to their current careers. My name is Jessica, and today we will be speaking with Jeanette Glover. Jeanette is the Senior Associate Director for Career Services at the UF Career Resource Center. Hi, Jeanette. How are you doing today?
Good. I'm doing very well, Jessica. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. You look fabulous. Thank you for joining us. We're really excited to have you today.
Thank you, and you look great, too.
Oh, thank you. So we're just going to ask you a couple of questions about what you do here at the Career Resource Center and how you got here. So why don't you start off by telling us a little bit about your current role and what you do?
Okay, Jessica, so I currently serve as the Senior Associate Director for Career Services here at the Career Resource Center. And so part of my job functions requires me and allows me to oversee all of our activities between external partners like employers coming on campus. So we do a lot of work with recruiting new companies to come on campus to hire our students and alumni. And then we do a lot of activity of being able to provide recruitment services and information on why it's great to hire and recruit UF Gators. In addition to that, I also support some of our strategic initiatives as an office and our business services operations as an office to help keep things running and going.
All right, definitely. Well, I absolutely know how important it is to hire UF Gators because I'll be there soon. So what you do is absolutely great for all of us as a center, definitely. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your educational background?
So I have, I'm a two-time Gator, so I have undergraduate and a master's degree from University of Florida. So go Gators.
I did not know that. Go Gators.
Yes. So my undergraduate bachelor's degree is a bachelor's in science in recreation, parks, and tourism from the College of Health and Human Performance, and then my master's degree is from the College of Business, so focused on management.
All right, awesome. So yeah, you definitely know your ins and outs of Go Gator Nation.
Right.
Awesome. Well, did you see yourself working in career services while you were in college, or what kind of got you there?
No, absolutely not. I cannot say that I saw myself even working in career services. I had no idea that career services was a profession that was available.
Sprung on you, huh?
Yeah, I had no idea. I remember coming in the Career Center one time as an undergraduate, and so I knew our Career Center was available, but I had no idea as the Career Center and career services as a profession. Prior to coming to the Career Center, I had worked in nonprofit management, so with the Boys and Girls Club of America. I also did public recreation management, working with Lee County government in their recreational facilities and tourism units, and then with the American Heart Association. So doing event planning as well as fundraising there. And then I learned about a position in the Career Resource Center that was focused on planning the events, the career fairs, the job fairs, like Career Showcase. And I applied because I had transferable skills related to event planning, fundraising.
Especially coming from that college too here on campus.
Absolutely, and so that's where I found out about that job and position, and that's how I got my first foot in the door within career services.
Awesome. Yeah, you definitely have a hefty background, and all from Gainesville too. I did not know that you were a Gator, so well, great. We're happy to have you transfer your skills over here. It's wonderful. Was there something that you learned about yourself that you felt put you on the right path here, or something that that was when you knew you wanted to be in career services?
When I was at UF?
Just during your experience, was there a time that you knew that being here was the right direction for you?
Oh, was a time that I knew. I think, once I started within the career events role, I got to see that the Career Center was involved in so much more. So we're just not a part of the career fairs, but really engage with the students throughout their process. And sometimes students didn't realize many of the services that we provide as a Career Center, but it's a service unit. It's a help to students. and then being able to mentor and to be able to assist students in their journey, towards graduation and figuring out what they were doing, I realized that, this really was the place for me, because every day, no 2 days are alike, and there's such a variety in between working with students, working with employers, learning about trends, and developing your skills, and then being able to manage and lead and have autonomy in the work that you do. So that's when I figured out it was the right thing for me.
All right, well, that's great. Yeah, I'm sure it's very rewarding once you can tangibly see how you're helping our students and working with our employers. So that's great. Well, thank you for sharing that. And Jeanette, do you have any tips that you might give students who are graduating soon or are on their way to their career path or on it right now?
Well, I think the first tip that I think of is for students to be open. Open to learn, open to have new experiences and ideas, to be able to develop new skill sets and abilities, and to take on new opportunities, and really to have conversations that maybe you hadn't had before. Your major does not equal your career, and so I think for students as well as upcoming graduates to remain open about all prospects of career, and then really being open to taking on a new role and learning from it, because everything we can learn from, and even if you learn that you don't like it, at least you know that you don't like it and you know reasons why. So just remain open in the search and open to what you can do, because I think college teaches you, or at least it taught me, that I could do just about anything. I felt like when I graduated UF that I could do just about anything, and so just being open to that.
Absolutely. I know being open-minded is one of the most important things, because the job search can be a little daunting, and hey, experience is experience, so you always learn from it.
That's right.
All right, well, thank you so much. It was a pleasure speaking with you, Jeanette. Before we go, I see we do have a question from Stephanie, who actually works here in the CRC. And her question is, what is one piece of advice, I know you just gave it for general students, but what about for career service professionals?
Well, I think it's the same. I think just being open. So just as I was here, over 8 years ago, starting as a new professional within career services, so really doing a career shift as a whole, being open, my job only allowed me, or it was really focused on doing the career events, but I was open to take on new projects. I was open to helping my colleagues. I was open to learning new components and different things in the office that maybe others didn't know, or to be a help or be a resource. And from there, as you learn things and as you're open, it creates new opportunities for you. So, and for you to develop additional transferable skills. And so I think it's the same advice of being open, because the more you learn, the more networks and the connections that you make, and you're able to expand those connections and your proficiency in various areas. So just be open.
Well, that's so great. Thank you. It's definitely an important piece of advice to keep in mind, and I'm sure all of our career service professionals out there have appreciated it. So thank you again, Jeanette. It was a pleasure speaking with you. Everyone out there in the Gator Nation and beyond, thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this little talk, Jeanette. And thanks, everyone. Go Gators, and have a great rest of your week.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.